Milwaukee Emergency Center for Animals Television is brought to you by HAWS, the Humane Animal Welfare Society of Waukesha County, leading the community in animal welfare and assuring sanctuary for animals in need. Metropolitan Fence, we're always on the level. And Camp Bow Wow, premier doggy day and overnight camps.
Triage to the front stack. Yeah. They're going to take him back right away to check his bladder to see if he's urinating. What happened? Yesterday he was having trouble urinating, and today I came home and he was just collapsed. Okay, so we're going to take him in the back. We're going to have the doctor take a look. We're just going to fill his bladder and see if he is blocked. Thank you so much.
Oh boy, he's blocked and he looks really sick. Did she okay a catheter, do you know?
She's filling up paperwork right now. He said you would come talk.
Okay. Hi, how are you? I'm Dr. Lichtenberger. Nice to meet you. So what's going on? What happened?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Yesterday he was straining to go to the bathroom, and then today came home and he was collapsed.
Okay, and has this ever happened before?
Never.
Never. So he's been a healthy cat in every way. He's blocked. So he has a huge bladder. That means he's trying to pass maybe crystals, maybe an infection. It gets stuck in the urethra.
Okay.
They get blocked and the bladder gets huge and then they get very, very sick.
Okay.
He looks like,
okay?
Well, I'm hoping. I mean, he looks like he's been blocked for a while. So
Okay.
you got to understand that this is very, very serious.
Okay.
So we're going to get started on him right away if you're going to okay for us to go ahead.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, all right, we're going to get started right away. Okay, let's go, you guys. Okay. Yep, we're okay to go. Get a IV line into him. And I'm going to start to shave him and get a urinary catheter into him. And then we need to get some blood work on him. I think he's been blocked for at least 24 to 48 hours. So I've got him shaved. I'm going to get him unblocked. He looks like he's pretty set too. I'm very worried about him. I'm worried in the sense that I think he's going to have a high potassium. He's going to be azotemic. I'm going to scrub him, and then Sheila, if you can help me get a urinary catheter into him. There you go. Go ahead and do a little, just a touch of propofol. Super sick. That there's no stones in there.
He's got a lot of that.
Yeah, the bladder is huge. He's got a lot of floaters in there. So I'm going to get started on unblocking him. Okay, you guys?
Okay.
Okay, so you've got the blood. If you can run the acid base right away, Crystal, get that going.
Okay.
And his potassium, we need to know what it is. Hook up an EKG too, please, Sheila. Here, Crystal, if you could flush him while I get him unblocked. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh boy, he's got an idioventricular rhythm. He's probably has a high potassium. Will you get his acid base from the lab, please? Hurry, Sheila.
But you just gotta import it.
He's unblocked. Will you hook up a line for him, please? Closed collection system. Yeah, he probably has a high potassium. Where's his blood work? His potassium is 9. And he's really acidotic, so let's get insulin, please. 2 units of insulin, if you could pull, Sheila. This is going to help bring his potassium down, correct his acidosis. Yeah, I'm very worried about him. He's really bradycardic, you guys. What's his temperature?
95.2.
95.2. Let's get him on the heat source, you guys.
Here's his.
Let me just suture this in real quickly.
Yeah.
So that we don't lose the urinary catheter. Can you bolus him fluids then too, please? 200 cc's. Urinary catheter's in. Insulin is in. Dextrose is in. It looks like his rhythm is getting better.
Today's show is brought to you by HAWS, the Humane Animal Welfare Society of Waukesha County, Metropolitan Fence, and Camp Bow Wow. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to Camp Bow Wow in Waukesha, the premier doggy day and overnight camp where a dog can be a dog. Our campers play all day in our 4 large indoor and 4 outdoor play yards. Watch your pup from anywhere in the world at our high-speed camper cams. Our certified camp counselors, spacious cabins with comfy cots, pup pools, and outdoor play equipment ensure that your pup has a great time. We're open 365 days per year for your convenience. Stop in for a tour and book a reservation for your dog's free day of camp. Visit campbowwow.com/Waukesha or call 262-547-WOOF for more information.
At Metropolitan Fence, we have been keeping your children and pets safe in southeastern Wisconsin for over 27 years. We offer a full line of residential and commercial fencing, from vinyl, wood, ornamental, and chain link. For a free estimate, please call us at 262-547-6001 or visit us online at metrofence.biz. And remember, we are always on the level.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society of Waukesha is so much more than a shelter. Our adoption staff, animal caregivers, and behavior department ensure the best possible adoptive companion. Our spay-neuter programs actively combat pet overpopulation in our area, and our animal rescue team safely returns lost pets back home. HAWS does one-on-one consultations, holds a variety of training classes and seminars, and even hosts camps for kids. Our shelter is and always has been open admissions and full service, providing resources for pets and their people for a happy lifetime together. HAWS, we're building a society that's humane.
Boarding, grooming, training, and more. When it comes to your pet, Animal Motel is their home away from home. At Animal Motel, we offer a top-of-the-line facility with boarding suites for both dogs and cats, outdoor play yards, a training hall, and so much more. Whether they're here for obedience training, grooming, or an extended stay, we promise your dog and cat will be part of our family. Animal Motel, personalized care for your precious pets.
Looking to get some training for your dog? For Pet's Sake is your one-stop dog training center. We offer all-inclusive obedience training, canine sports training, specialty classes, and more. We provide training classes in 3 convenient locations with our main facility in Mugwanago, which boasts a fully matted 5,200 square foot training hall. While in Mugwanago, check out our Bichon Buddy Rescue and take home your new pet. Bichon and Little Buddies Rescue takes in Bichons, other small dog breeds, and cats that need to be rehomed for various reasons.
I'm going to run in and talk to the owner that we have him a bit stabilized right now. Hi, so far he's unblocked.
Okay.
And we've got fluids going. Like I anticipated, his potassium is very, very high. When they get blocked for at least like probably over a 24-hour period, maybe last night he was blocked, you didn't see him this morning, you said, and then all day you were at work, so I think he was blocked for about 24 hours. Yeah. So he's sick and he's critical, but right now we have him unblocked.
Okay.
So we have a urinary catheter in, we have an IV catheter in, and we're flushing him out. We gave him some drugs, insulin and dextrose, that drives the potassium into the cells, and so it protects his heart because he had an arrhythmia that was caused by the high potassium. So right now he's stable, and I'm going to take you back to see him.
Okay, great.
But we're a little bit still concerned, so I'm going to have you sit in the room for another 15 minutes while we just do a few more things and make sure he's stable before you leave here.
I feel better.
He looks a lot better. Yeah, he does. His color is starting to come back. He's getting his IVs. I am going to bring the owner back, and she's going to say goodnight. She's pretty upset. She thinks he was blocked since last night. So, and that's so common because you don't see the cat, you know, and then you go to bed, don't see the cat, you wake up in the morning and
there it is.
You know, the cat's not around, so you go to work and then you come home and find him collapsed like this. So, but he's lucky that we'll give him a little bit of oxygen support, bring his temperature up, and then we'll move him to an incubator in the ICU with his fluids and heat support, oxygen support, and his IV or urinary catheter going. So I'm going to get the owner. She's going to be pretty upset, so just so you guys are ready. She calls him Fat Boy. Yeah, he was very critical for about the last 15-20 minutes, but now I think we've got him stabilized out. This is oxygen. He's on an IV catheter in his arm, and then he's got the fluid warmer on him too, so it's warming the fluids that are going into his system. And then we're warming his body also. And then we have a urinary catheter that's sutured into place here. Okay, so we're getting the urine out of him and then flushing fluids into him. We're hoping we're going to get the potassium down tonight over the next 6 to 8 hours. And his instability, I'm sure, will correct once we correct all those values. He'll be here for 2 to 3 days because his kidney values are so high, and we're going to have to monitor that over the next couple days.
I can't thank you enough for helping him.
You're welcome. You're welcome. He's a cute boy, huh?
It's my little buddy.
Yeah, I'm wondering where he got his name from, huh? Fat Boy?
Yeah, I know. He's got ticklish toes, too.
I think he's too ticklish right now.
So yesterday was a tremendously busy day, and we admitted a lot of animals. We had about 16 cases in ICU, which is a pretty busy day, and so it always means that today is going to be a discharge day. So in other words, a lot of patients are going to have been treated overnight, stayed in the hospital, were on fluids, got barium. So that's good news. I mean, it's nice to take them in, but it's also nice to send them home.
Toby was, he wasn't himself. He was lethargic and wasn't eating. Typically, when he was fed, he would finish his food, and he was eating about half of it and laying down and sleeping and just not himself.
Toby has inflammatory bowel disease. We did endoscopy about in August, right?
Yeah,
I believe it
about
was.
right.
In August, he was having a lot of diarrhea issues, right? And
Yeah, pretty lackadaisical.
yeah, and really lethargic, not doing so well. We got a diagnosis of inflammatory bowel disease. We put him on a hypoallergic diet and then prednisone, which is a steroid. And now he's been off the steroids for about 12 weeks now, I think. Huh?
Yeah.
We'll recheck him again in 6 weeks. Okay. The albumin. And then if it's normal at that point, we'll be done.
Otis was brought in because he had vomited several times and then also pooped out, for lack of a better word, half of a tennis ball. I was completely unaware that he ate that. So I took him to emergency on Wednesday night. They did a bunch of x-rays. It didn't show anything, but then Thursday morning he vomited again. Brought him back. Ended up staying over Thursday night. They did a bunch of these barium x-ray tests and everything's clear. So in the end it turned out it was probably just like an irritable intestine type situation because of passing that half a tennis ball.
So he did really well. I'm going to take you back and show you the radiographs.
Okay.
The barium radiographs, just so you can see how it's passed through. But so we're pretty happy with him. Now, mind you, I have had some dogs that there still is something in the colon, but it should pass through. So I want you to watch it. Of course, that barium is still in there. So the stools will be white or chalky white. So this is the one where it was still in the stomach. This is the stomach here filled with barium.
Okay.
And then this is the small intestines. And you see how widely dilated these bowel loops are?
Sure.
And that becomes that way because of the fact that they were irritated from that first piece that passed through.
Okay.
So we feel like the intestines get all irritated and gas filled. And these bowel loops are now looking better. You can see they're not as widely dilated here.
Sure.
Because now they're coated with barium, and that actually acts almost like a Pepto-Bismol would.
Okay, so it's soothing and
It's soothing and yes, exactly. So
awesome.
And it helps push things through. So I'm pretty confident that we're going to be good.
Jesse is our Great Dane. He's 9 years old. He got into a bottle of Rimadyl. Has some leftover, some residual kidney damage, so he's here to receive fluids.
So we're going to give a whole liter of sub-Q fluids because his kidneys were damaged a little bit from eating Rimadyl. So it's unfortunate. They're not bad, but so he's going to have sub-Q fluids for twice a week for his whole life. So, and that's what Chad's going to do right now. The owner doesn't. We taught the owner how to do it, and some people feel comfortable, but this particular owner does not. So we put them right underneath the skin. We're lucky in dogs and people you can't do that because we don't have a lot of sub-Q space underneath our skin, where dogs have a lot of skin, you know, floppy skin. So we can put that whole liter of fluids underneath the skin here, and then they'll absorb it slowly over about a 24-hour period. So he'll squeeze it in and get it in quickly. And this needle looks like it's huge and big, but it's just one poke in, and once you poke it in, they're pretty happy to just stand here. And he's a nice dog. He's a big dog, but he's super nice. How dangerous it is to have your dog suddenly go up on the counter and grab his pills off the counter. And ate how many now? I can't remember.
He got one in the morning as the dosage and ate a bottle of 60.
Oh,
so
geez,
it's 61 pills. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Usually Danes, he's how old now?
9.5.
9.5. And usually Danes, as a breed, their life expectancy is maybe 10 years at the most, just because they're such a huge dog. And they grow so fast from a tiny puppy to, you know, this big size like this, and we just feel that their life expectancy is not as long. Danes in particular, people know when they purchase them that that's the way it is. Their life expectancy is about 10 years, whereas other dogs will live up to 12 to 15 and some even up to 18 years of age, the smaller breed dogs.
Here at Pet Supply Port in Saukville, Wisconsin, we recognize that pets are part of the family. That's why we strive to offer the best quality pet food and pet supplies at the most affordable prices. From frozen raw diet and wholesome products to educational seminars and pet total wellness, Pet Supply Port is leading the way when it comes to pet food and pet supplies in the four-county area. Log on to learn how Pet Supply Port can help your pet live a happy and healthy life. PetSupplyPort.com.
Welcome to Camp Bow Wow in Waukesha. the premier doggy day and overnight camp where a dog can be a dog. Our campers play all day in our 4 large indoor and 4 outdoor play yards. Watch your pup from anywhere in the world at our high-speed camper cams. Our certified camp counselors, spacious cabins with comfy cots, pup pools, and outdoor play equipment ensure that your pup has a great time. We're open 365 days per year for your convenience. Stop in for a tour and book a reservation for your dog's free day of camp. Visit campbowwow.com/Waukesha or call 262-547-WOOF for more information.
At Metropolitan Fence, we have been keeping your children and pets safe in southeastern Wisconsin for over 27 years. We offer a full line of residential and commercial fencing, from vinyl, wood, ornamental, and chain link. For a free estimate, please call us at 262-547-6001 or visit us online at metrofence.biz. And remember, we are always on the level.
When it comes to your pet's health, proper nutrition is vital to a long and healthy life. That's why American Natural Premium products are growing in popularity at your local pet food store. American Natural Premium uses whole ingredients including meat and balanced protein. Best of all, it's quality pet food at an affordable price. If your dog is itching and scratching, has runny eyes, or does the butt scoot boogie across your floor, it's a good chance your dog has food allergies. Log on to AmericanNaturalPremium.com to learn about premium pet food without the premium price tag.
Milwaukee Emergency Center for Animals. This is Nicole. How can I help you?
Dante came in because he was falling down. He was diagnosed here with a heart problem, with congestive heart failure, about 3 months ago, and he's been on meds and he's been doing really well until he had this little collapse. And as it turned out, his heart rate was just going through the roof. So his body just couldn't handle it. He was just. So there were 2 little episodes like that, and I brought him in.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm okay. All right, thanks again.
So, what do you think?
He looks pretty good.
Yeah, he does. His heart rate was going so fast, it made my heart go 1,000,000 miles an hour. So he's in atrial fibrillation. So that's a type of heartbeat that is really can go super fast. But if you keep him on this new drug, the diltiazem, we've got it so that we're going to slow it down.
Okay.
And he's still going to be in atrial fibrillation, just like my father's in atrial fibrillation. But people walk around in atrial fibrillation as long as it's a slow rate. So you're going to have a hard time distinguishing it. Now that we've slowed it down, you're going to be able to hear each heartbeat.
Okay.
And you should still count at home like you were doing.
Okay.
2 weeks you have to come back because we want to readjust his medication and make sure that he's tolerating the meds. About 10 days you'll come back. Okay. We'll take an EKG, we'll look at it, we'll make sure that you keep track of all of his heart rates.
Right.
And then you'll let me know exactly what he's doing. And then I'm going to re-examine him and see if he's tolerating the higher dosages, because I want to get him to a certain level, okay?
Do you want me to email you along the way or just
Yes.
bring it? Oh, okay.
You can email me all the heart rates. And if you hear a problem, you're going to see the fainting, because that's why he fainted, you know? It was so fast that his body couldn't even tolerate it. So it was like his heart was pounding out of his body, and then he just poof, went down. So, but he looks great, and as soon as his heart rate, we got it down, he started eating and drinking and acting normal here.
Yeah,
otherwise he was just kind of laying in the cage and, you know.
Yeah.
It's, so we gave the IV dose first, and then we got him on the oral meds, and he's tolerating it very well.
Great.
Okay?
Good.
So any changes, you send me an email.
Okay.
Okay? And then send me his heart rate so I know what he's doing.
Is it good? Oh, good.
Okay? You got your doggy back.
I'm back. Got my gun back. Yay.
Yay.
Today's show was brought to you by HAWS, the Humane Animal Welfare Society of Waukesha County, leading the community in animal welfare and assuring sanctuary for animals in need. Metropolitan Fence, we're always on the level. And Camp Bow Wow, premier doggy day and overnight camps.